Today I'm going to show you a complete beginner's guide of GPT-4, starting with the initial setup process and then going into some prompts. We're going to dive into some tips, tricks, and hidden features allowing you to lead this video as a GPT-4 expert. Let's get started. What's GPT-4, you may ask? It's OpenAI's newest language model. And as you can see here, GPT-4 is OpenAI's most advanced system, producing safer and more useful responses. This model is much more powerful than ChatGPT 3.5, and it can solve difficult problems with greater accuracy. So let's check it out. You'll need to log in with your OpenAI account at chat.openai.com. You can click the link in the description and sign up if you don't have an account, or go ahead and log in if you do have an account. I'm going to continue with Google. All right, now that I'm inside of ChatGPT, you'll need to upgrade your account to Plus in order to get access to GPT-4. So in the lower left corner of your screen, you'll see an option where it says Upgrade to Plus, New. You'll go ahead and click on that, and then it says ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month in US dollars. You can click the upgrade plan. You get availability when it's high demand, faster response speed, and priority access to new features, which is ChatGPT alongside of GPT-4. So you'll hit that upgrade button and it'll take you to a Stripe page where you can enter in all of your credit card information and sign up for ChatGPT Plus to get access to GPT-4. That's the only way to get access to ChatGPT or ChatGPT-4 right now. So go ahead and sign up for that, and then you'll be presented with a new option to use their latest model for GPT-4. Once you've upgraded to ChatGPT Plus, you'll have an option at the very top of your screen to select the model that you want to use. Once you click on it, there are three options here where we've got the default GPT model 3.5. It's optimized for speed and currently available to Plus users. Its reasoning is 3 out of 5, its speed is 5 out of 5, and its consciousness is 2 out of 5. You've got Legacy, the older ChatGPT 3.5 model, where its reasoning is 3 out of 5, the speed is 2 out of 5, and the consciousness is 1 out of 5. But then we've got the brand new ChatGPT alongside of GPT-4, the brand new model, our most advanced model yet, available to Plus subscribers. That's us. Let's go ahead and click on it again. And it says that it excels at tasks that require advanced reasoning, complex instruction understanding, and more creativity. So it's even more creative. That's awesome. Its reasoning is 5 out of 5, its speed is 2 out of 5, and its consciousness is 4 out of 5. So in order to get access to this brand new GPT-4 model, you will need to be upgraded to ChatGPT Plus. You'll get this option right here where you can click on the model and scroll down to the GPT-4 model, and then you have access to it. It has a little footnote here where it says GPT-4 currently has a cap of 100 messages every 4 hours. So you can switch back to the older model just by clicking at the top, getting the default GPT 3.5 model, and then we can switch back to the GPT-4 model. So let's go ahead and compare, the default GPT 3.5 model to the brand new GPT-4 model. Let's go ahead and start off with the default GPT 3.5 model. And one of the examples they provide here is a scheduling example. Andrew is free from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Joanne is free from noon to 2 p.m. and then 3:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. Hannah is available at noon for half an hour and then 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. What are some options for start times for a 30-minute meeting for Andrew, Hannah, and Joanne? Now you can see that this is a super complex prompt because there's multiple time spots that people are available at. And if we look at Joanne, she's available from noon to 2 in addition to 3:30 to 5 p.m. That's, 2 time windows that ChatGPT and this new model has to understand. We're going to test it out with the 3.5 model and see how it performs. So we'll go ahead and send that off. And then it says, based off the availability of 3 individuals, here are some possible times for a 30-minute meeting. And it lists out 3 options. One option's at 11:30 a.m., one option's at 4:30 p.m., and another option is at 5 p.m. So it says, note, these are just a few options. There might be other possible start times, but depending on the depending on the availability and preferences of the individuals involved. So we can see with this model, it spit out 3 options. It's pretty fast. When we're on the plus version of ChatGPT, it spits out things very fast. Let's go ahead and test this out on the GPT-4 model and see what kind of results we get. So we'll go ahead and we'll paste this same example as the demo that they have provided on their website. And it says to provide the overlapping availability for 30-minute meetings for Andrew, Joanne, and Hannah, we can examine the time slots where all 3 have free time. Here are some options. So we can see that this new model, it is a bit slower. It takes more time for it to process the data. And it says that we have one option, 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m. Andrew is free from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Joanne is free from noon to 2 p.m. Hannah is available at noon for half an hour. There are no overlapping time slots where all 3 are available for a 30-minute meeting. And that's interesting because the first model provided 3 options where you had an overlapping time for someone to meet. I'm going to click regenerate response and see if it does a better job, but it looks like on this new model it was not able to provide an answer for this example. So it continues. It lists out here the available time slots for each person. We got Andrew from 11 to 3, Joanne. It lists out everything that we just gave it. And now it says we find the following options for a 30-minute meeting. So it looks like it failed on that first attempt. I don't want to go back on the first one yet because it did not find the 30-minute meeting spot for everyone to meet. But it does successfully do it on the second attempt. Here, comparing their schedules, we find the following options for a 30-minute meeting: 12 p.m. to 12:30, 4 p.m. to 4:30. So there are 2 possible options for 30-minute meetings: 12 p.m. to 12:30 and 4 p.m. to 4:30. So I'm really curious, if I scroll back to this first options, it says that there are no overlapping time spots, but there were overlapping time spots because the chat GPT was able to successfully use the 3.5 model and find it. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this isn't true. There are overlapping time slots, but ChatGPT did not provide them. So one cool thing here is I'm able to click the dislike button and provide OpenAI with feedback, because clearly there are overlapping time slots and it did not successfully provide them in this first go around using the brand new model, but I was able to regenerate a response and it was able to compare their schedules and spit out multiple different times of when everyone was able to meet. So there are some ups and downs. If we go back to the new chat and we want to compare them again, the speed of chat or GPT on the GPT-4 model is a 2 out of 5 compared to the speed on the GPT 3.5 model with ChatGPT. We've got a 5 out of 5. So the older model can spit out answers quickly. This newer model, it takes a little bit more time. And as we can see on the first go around here, it was not successful, but we're able to regenerate, and it did. So this model can be more powerful, but you've got to look at your cons and pros depending on which model you are currently using. You have options to choose the older one or the newer one, but it is a bit more advanced. So let's take a look at what else is available here with our brand new GPT-4 model. Another great thing about ChatGPT and its GPT-4 model is that it can understand visual input. So you can accept images and inputs and generate captions, classifications, and analysis. So here, for the example they provide, we've got the input. What can I make with these ingredients? We've got some flour, eggs, and we can scroll down and it analyzes all of that and puts out there are many options for what you can make with these ingredients. Some possibilities include pancakes or waffles, crepes, French toast, omelet, and it continues to list on and on. These are just a few examples, but the possibilities are endless. And it's pretty incredible that as a developer, that you can make an application and receive an image as an input and then use ChatGPT and the GPT-4 model to read what was on that image and then output text based off what your analysis is. So this new model for GPT-4 is super powerful. Whether you're inputting text or whether it's reading an image, it can process and analyze these images and these text inputs and provide, creative, smart, and very impressive outputs based off the data that it receives when it reads that image or when it reads and processes that text that you provided. Another fun thing is it's able to process more data now. So GPT-4 is capable of handling over 2,500 words of text. So this is much larger than the previous GPT 3.5 model. So we can see from this example, it was able to analyze the entire Wikipedia page of Rihanna and then describe her Super Bowl performance and what made it special. And there is a lot of text. If we're to copy this over and type in this, if we scroll through here, this is a lot of information to analyze. This could be printed out over several pages here. And ChatGPT with the brand new GPT-4 model is able to analyze that text and describe what made her performance very special. Let's give this a try right now. We're on Rihanna's Wikipedia page. I'm going to go down to, her current performance here that she just recently did the Super Bowl halftime show. I'm going to copy this. Let's see how many words this is. So it's about 300 words, 282. I'm going to head over to our GPT-4 model and paste in the current copied information that I took from her Wikipedia page. And then the example that we have here, describe her Super Bowl performance and what made it special. So I'll put that at the top with the Wikipedia page information at the bottom, and we'll send this off to the new model for GPT-4, and it starts to respond. So Rihanna's Super Bowl halftime show was highly anticipated and critically acclaimed performance that marked her first live performance in over 5 years. The show had a total of 118.7 million viewers across TV and digital platforms, making it the most watched halftime show in history, behind the second most watched halftime show in history, behind Katy Perry's Super Bowl halftime show. So it continues to describe here, it's on paragraph 4, it's saying, in addition to the halftime show, Rihanna contributed to the lead single Lift Me Up in Black Panther. And it has summarized this for us and described what made it special. So it's pretty incredible that you can paste in this content, that the GPT-4 model is highly smart and creative and capable of summarizing lots of information. So we can have, 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs of data inputted in, and then it can spit out a reasonable response of what was important in that information. And it's really cool that it can provide all of this data for us. Now, what really makes this model special is for developers. Developers, when they make applications, they can use this GPT-4 model inside of their own application with this thing called an API, an application programming interface. And there are a few developers that have already integrated GPT-4 inside of their platform. We did a video on one last week, and it was on the new Bing. If we go to the new Bing page here, if you've used Microsoft's new Bing, it was using GPT-4 all along, and we had no idea. But OpenAI has publicly announced this new model that we've just been demoing, and the Microsoft Bing AI chat search engine was built upon this GPT-4 model. So that's pretty impressive that they've had access to it, and then we have used it and demoed it without knowing that it was GPT-4. So Bing has had access to it, and if we go back to GPT-4 on the OpenAI website, we can scroll down and see at the very bottom a few other cool platforms have had access to this brand new GPT-4 model. Duolingo introduced a new subscription called Duolingo Max, a learning experience powered by GPT-4. And they've got several modes, but it says it gives learners all the benefits of Super, which is their previous subscription platform. But the new features in this Max platform that are powered by GPT-4 is Explain My Answer and Role Play. So you're going to be able to role play in a different language with AI, artificial intelligent chatbot that's powered by OpenAI's GPT-4 model. So we can scroll down and look into more detail here. This is what roleplay looks like. Great job, you're learning to conversate in French. I'll take a look at your writing and provide some helpful tips. And it continues to, chat out in a little chat box, the Lingo Max, the little blackbird. And we've been able to, take a look at this technology that we have with GPT-4. It's powering platforms that are helping people learn, that's helping people, be creative. And this is just one example of it with Duolingo's Max platform. So the AI is capable of, helping you learn a new language. It's capable of role-playing with you, and it's capable of explaining answers. And it's all built into technology that we can use in today's world. You can download the Duolingo app and use Duolingo Max by subscribing to it, and you have the full powers of GPT-4 in your hands. Be My Eyes uses GPT-4 to transform visual accessibility, which is really helpful for those that don't have full visual capabilities in their eyes, that can't see. They've got GPT-4. The AI can detect things that's on images or in video, and then it can describe what is on that photo or that video, and it's very powerful. So it says the difference between GPT-4 and other language and machine learning models is both the ability to have a conversation and the greater degree of analytical prowess offered by the technology. So Be My Eyes, super cool how it uses GPT-4 to transform visual accessibility. And if we scroll back here, we can take a look at some of the other ones here. Stripe has used it to analyze their user experience and combat fraud. Khan Academy, another learning example that has, Khan Academy creates courses where you can learn, and it explores the potential of GPT-4 in a pilot program where, you can see the chat bot here. Can you tell me the answer, it asks, and then it responds saying, hey, no, what do you think you need to do to multiply 2 by 5 divided by 12? And it's super powerful that, it's using AI here to have that full-on conversation with the learner. It's important that you learn to do this by yourself. That's a good thought. It's using real-world conversation, but in this case, you don't need to find a common denominator. This is something that you would think a human would have typed and responded with, but here we're talking to an artificially intelligent chatbot powered by OpenAI's GPT-4 in a real learning world scenario that's helping you, it's being your best tutor. So Khan Academy has implemented GPT-4 in their platform today. So these are just a few cases of where ChatGPT has really empowered, with this new model of GPT-4, a ton of new capabilities for developers, and it's their most advanced system, and it's just the beginning. This is a very big, time for OpenAI to release this, because the possibilities are endless. More developers are going to get their hands on this technology. It's going to be in apps that you use every day, and the best part about it is it feels real, it feels human, it helps us be more creative, it helps us solve difficult problems, and it's really awesome. So you can check out this technology at openai.com. Of course, if you subscribe to the ChatGPT Plus, you can get access to the model today. And I think it's really going to change the world. It already has changed the world. It's going to continue to change the way that we innovate and we work together and collaborate when you have tools like this in our fingertips. So thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit that like button, comment below, consider giving us a super thanks. That helps out the App Find channel. We really appreciate your support. And if you're not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to know when we release our next video about OpenAI or artificial intelligence or technology. We're making videos every week, and we'd love to be in your subscription box, and we can't wait until you see our next video. So thanks again for watching this video, and we'll see you in the next